Manchester by the Sea Board of Selectmen order, Kathy Bellata.
Here.
Jeff Delaney, Brian Solacey, Ann Harrison is here.
John
Brown just walked in.
8 o'clock is just more of a.
close.
Pretty close. 8 o'clock is more of a concept.
Yes, yes. For just about all of us.
The one issue on our. I guess we could start by asking for public comment on articles not on the agenda.
You can, sure, yeah.
Okay. Hearing none, I think we will skip going over the list of to-do items and we'll go to the warrant. One item on our agenda. I think we have all looked at the warrant. Is there any discussion of the warrant? Okay.
I just would have, I guess, one question on the stormwater on the first one.
Yeah.
The key line, really permit authority, the Department of Public Works. That's really what the discussion was last time we met, that we're ceding the responsibility of adhering to whatever the changes in the statute are to the Department of Public Works.
So we've already done that in the current bylaw. The real key change here is that instead of enumerating all those standards
Right.
from EPA, we delegate that authority to the DPW to promulgate through you through a public hearing. So instead of having all those standards in the bylaw itself, we're saying that in the future, DPW will draft those, present them to you at a public hearing, and then you approve them after your public hearing, rather than having those standards codified in the bylaw. Meaning it'll be much easier to amend them going down, in the future, as those standards might change from the feds.
Okay,
The discussion earlier was that standards are, in addition to everything else, long and complicated.
yeah,
And expecting the town meeting to be able to understand and approve, intelligently approve them is asking a lot.
It's only 23 pages worth of.
It was
It is.
23
It's a lot.
pages worth of stuff. And it's very technical. And so we are taking the responsibility for making sure that the DPW does its job correctly to us rather than to the county.
yep.
Okay, is there any other? Kathy? Okay. Is there a motion?
There's a motion.
Okay, you move to
We
approve.
move to approve the warrant
As
as provided.
Step up. I know it's early.
Further discussion. Further public comment. Kathy,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Ann says yes.
John says yes.
Okay. Other items that we were unable to foresee? No.
Nope.
Is there a motion?
Before you adjourn,
Yes.
are you ready to talk about movers, seconders, and speakers?
Okay, we should probably also vote to endorse
Yeah.
the,
That's the other thing we need to have done.
right,
So we do need you to, recommend approval, recommend not approval, or that you'll give your recommendation at the floor, on the floor town meeting.
of each of the articles.
Yeah.
Okay,
So Article 1 is the article for the CPC funding for the land conservation project, so-called denormity lands up around Colburn Road.
I move that the select board endorse Article 1.
Second,
Recommend approval of Article 1. Kathy,
Yes,
Jeff,
Yes.
Brian,
No.
okay, thank you. Anne says yes,
John says yes.
okay. Thank you for writing this down. The second,
Yeah, Article 2 is the stormwater bylaw amendment.
Motion approved.
okay, discussion. Kathy,
yes,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Brian, Anne says yes,
And yes,
okay.
Article 3 is the past bill that we, from last fiscal year, that we need to appropriate funds. And this is this wonderful 9/10 vote.
Right,
Motion approved. Second.
discussion. Kathy,
yes,
Jeff,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Anne says yes, and John.
yes,
Okay,
And then lastly, you have the zoning amendments to comply with 3A.
move to recommend approval.
Second.
Kathy,
yes,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Anne says yes,
John, yes.
Now,
now,
talk about-
movers and seconders. I suggest for the zoning article that we ask the planning board to move, and I will second.
It's likely to be Sue Philbrook, I believe.
Yes. Paying old debts. Kathy, would you like to move to pay the old debt? Okay,
happy to, do it.
I'll second.
okay.
That one out of the way. Done. Motion.
The DeNormandy land, John,
Okay, I will
and
I will comment on
um,
that.
Typically, you've had your CPC chair
Oh, that's right,
do
the recommendation,
right,
because it's their money.
yeah,
right.
okay, so Jack,
In this case of Steve Gang wanting to,
I think he's going to speak and that Jack is not, so Steve should probably be the mover.
okay,
Okay,
so have Steve be the mover and John be
I'll
the second.
second, okay, that's a checker.
And the stormwater.
Brian,
Oh, sure, why not? Why put me on the spot? Okay, sure.
I'll second.
thank you.
How come you don't step up?
Look, he's a new kid on the board, he doesn't have.
learning. You guys are supposed to teach me stuff.
Well, if you're looking through it's me.
That's good.
And Brian, do you want to speak on the stormwater?
Yeah, briefly, very briefly.
Yeah, we can, Chuck certainly will be available.
Yeah, I'll sit with Chuck to get a sense of what the narrative should be.
He can answer detailed questions. It's fine.
And Kathy, do you want to speak on the appropriation?
sure. Unless Sarah was going to do that. Would Sarah Melish be,
She might be the one.
should she do the motion, actually? Now I'm thinking of that.
Is that because it was the finance committee or because?
Yeah,
BBA too, right? Wasn't paperwork lost in her file?
I think it could go either way.
Yeah, you're right, it was her, her bill.
Yeah, let her dig herself out.
honestly, I think Sarah would be the best person to speak on it. If you'd still like me to make the motion, I could, but I do think it's more appropriate, that being FinCom, for them to do it.
Good morning.
Sorry for interrupting.
No worry.
This is, I guess my new office is back here, so.
So are you guys okay with that? I'm sorry, I couldn't quite follow.
I think that makes sense.
And Anne, do you want to speak on zoning?
I'm sorry, back on the Alan, I'm sorry. So is Sarah gonna move it? I'm happy to second it if you need a second.
Okay,
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, good.
So you're gonna move to what?
This is the over.
Yes.
I will speak very briefly on the zoning. But Sue will be major.
right.
Okay, anything else, Alan, on your end?
Nothing on my end.
I think we're planning a pre-town meeting on the Saturday before.
Yes, 9 o'clock on Zoom,
What's the date on that?
Saturday, the 16th.
The 16th, yeah.
And just so you know, I'm asking people to give me, give to me and the town clerk any handouts that they want to distribute at the meeting no later than November 12th.
Okay. Are you accepting handouts from? Groups in opposition?
I don't know of any yet, but if we do, yes.
Okay. The question has come up and I had meant to ask you, now I know. Now can we?
I think we're good unless our one audience member has any other.
Oh,
comments.
well, there's MF here.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one signed. Do you need another?
No, it's fine.
So Kathy, you will come in at some point and,
Yeah, I have a contractor coming in today, and as soon as they show up and I get them on their way, then I'll come in.
okay, thank you. I move we adjourn.
Second.
Kathy,
Yes.
Yes.
Jeff, Brian,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
And yes. Thank you all for coming in.
On 3 break, 1, 2, 3 break.
Thanks, everyone. See you later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.